So today, let's talk hypnosis myths. I know as soon as people hear the word hypnosis, they're thinking of crazy stage shows they've seen and just weird stuff that could not be further from what actual hypnotherapy is. I think the funniest conversation I had was when I was trying to explain what I do for work to my grandmother. I'm still not certain she gets it, but I'm hoping I can educate you guys just a little bit. So, hypnosis myth number one. Hypnosis makes you do crazy things. So first, let's make the big distinction between stage hypnosis and hypnotherapy. So stage hypnosis is exactly what you probably think of when you first hear hypnosis. It's that funny stuff you've seen where they call a volunteer up from a huge crowd on stage, and it's purely, for entertainment's sake. By the end of the show, they're doing something like clucking like a chicken or acting like a baby. And I'm not saying that this doesn't work or it's not real, but realize that it's a show. That the volunteer is the type of person who raises their hand in a big crowd of people and are likely very highly suggestible and know exactly what they're getting themselves into when they raise their hand up. And a big distinction too is that once the show is done, this volunteer is going to come out of hypnosis and feel exactly the same. There's going to be no change in them whatsoever. Where hypnotherapy is the complete opposite in that we want to make a lasting change in your mindset, your habits, your behaviors that will last well after, if not permanently, after that you come out of hypnosis and well after your session is done. So the reason why, we want to get you in that hypnotic state, to make these lasting changes is so that we can shut off, your wildly active conscious mind so that we can access and speak to your subconscious mind. Because that's where your limiting thoughts, those bad behaviors, those unwanted habits are stored. And during a hypnotherapy session, know that it's just you and me, and trust me, it's no benefit to me, and it's definitely no benefit to you if you start doing crazy things in the room. Cool? Cool. So, hypnosis myth number two. Hypnosis is mind control. So quite the opposite, actually. Again, hypnotherapy helps you to actually get control over your mind. So while your conscious mind, your awake and thinking mind may want something very badly, for example, to eat healthy foods and work out more, right? We all want that. It's your subconscious mind where your habits and where your beliefs live. So these are what are actually calling the shots on what you actually do on a daily basis. And this is going to work much further than the willpower alone, which can only get you so far sometimes. And just know that a hypnotherapist cannot make you do anything you don't already desire, right? If that was the case, I probably would have retired after I was able to get my first client to transfer all of their money and possessions over to me, right? Like, it sounds ridiculous. I'm obviously joking, but I can't make you do anything that you don't already desire. I promise you. So, and the reason for this, and actually the majority of what I say and a lot of the language and words that I use within a session come directly from, the client during our consultation. And that's because the more familiar the suggestions heard in hypnosis are to your subconscious mind, the more easily the mind can accept them, take them on, and begin to act upon them. So it's definitely, in my best interest as a hypnotherapist to, get to the root of exactly what you want, understand why you want it, and know exactly what your specific, beliefs and desires are, because the more specifically I know about you, the better I'm going to be able to help you. And also, depending on the type of session it is, depending on what we're working on, clients will often remember most, if not all, of what I say to them during hypnosis. And if you're still unsure or just feeling uneasy, we can always record the entire session so that you know exactly what's going on the whole time. You know, your comfort and your results are what's most important to me. So, you know, whatever it takes, don't ever feel too shy or embarrassed. You know, ask for anything, because again, your comfort and your results are what's most important to me. Moving on to hypnosis myth number 3. So hypnosis only helps with weight loss and quitting smoking. So weight loss and quitting smoking are some of the most common things that hypnotherapy are used to treat, but they're definitely far from the only things that it's able to treat. So some things that I have personally helped clients overcome using hypnotherapy are, you know, improving their confidence, improving their money mindset, getting over fears, relieving stress and anxiety, depression, overcoming procrastination, dealing with fear of failure, fear of success, and the list goes on and on. You know, if you really think about what weight loss and smoking have in common, it's a change of habit. And it's one of those habits that sometimes willpower alone just isn't enough to make, you know? You might want something really badly alone, and it just isn't enough to help us make that lasting change within ourselves. We've all been there before where, you know, we say, tomorrow I'm going to start my diet for real, or tomorrow I'm going to quit smoking for good. And you may even really want to do these things, but for some reason, you keep going back to those same habits, whether it's after one day, 1 week, 1 month, whatever it is, right? And this may be because of an underlying subconscious belief that hypnotherapy can help you to overcome. And the way that we access these tricky limiting beliefs or unwanted behaviors is through your subconscious mind, by getting your brain in an alpha level brainwave, which is similar to the feeling of, you know, just waking up in the morning or just before falling asleep every night. So you actually enter an alpha level brainwave every single day. So you're awake, but your active thinking mind isn't at 100% yet. You know, it's much quieter, and that's exactly how we want it in a hypnosis session. So that's also why these are, you know, great times to meditate right in the morning or right before you go to bed. Or this is usually when I tell my clients to listen to their hypnosis recordings as well, because that's just when your subconscious mind is going to be most easily accessible, because your conscious mind is just isn't awake or isn't thinking or overpowering it yet. So how I get you in an alpha level brainwave is no magic or wizardry during our session. It's just about getting you to become more present and very relaxed. So definitely not asleep. Again, that's no benefit to me or you, but just very deeply relaxed. And the most common thing I hear at the end of a session is just how peaceful, how stress-free clients feel. You know, one client even said that she felt like she just got out of a massage. So I hope this helped to bust some of those hypnotherapy myths or make you feel more comfortable about trying a hypnotherapy session yourself. If there is still something you feel uneasy or unsure about, or if you have any questions at all, please ask me in the comments. If it's more personal, slide in my DMs, or if you are feeling more ready to get started, book a free consultation with me at my website, elisareale.com/consult. Bye guys.